All right. Hi, I'm Kate from realfoodrn.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Megan from meganburt.com, and welcome to our Drops of Essentials video.
Where we are going to talk about carrot seed, cedarwood, and celery seed in 10 minutes or less to teach you guys about these wonderful oils that smell interesting.
Right? I feel like all of these do have a little bit of an interesting profile to them.
As I look at the labels, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you. Carrot seed oil is actually made from the distillation of the seeds of wild carrots. So it's not like a carrot puree or anything like that. So I thought that was really interesting. And it's very sweet and earthy, which is what you would imagine, like fresh wild carrots to smell like. Not the ones from the grocery store, like the ones that you grow at home. They smell so sweet and earthy and taste sweet and earthy. So that's really what this oil is. Do you have anything to add to this one?
It helps just support your natural detox processes too. So.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, like when you go to the co-op, there's those huge bags of carrots. And what do people do with them? They juice them to cleanse. So, yeah, that would make total sense. I mean, a concentrated carrot seed oil would probably support the same systems.
Right, and I will put a little bit on before I go out in the sun. I'll mix it with coconut oil. So, it's just a use that I use with that.
I should put it down by my sauna. Good to know. All right, the next one up is cedarwood. Now, this oil I love. The first time I used it, I'm like, that smells like straight up cat pee. Like, it kind of does. And I thought it was something that I'm like, oh, maybe this is just me. Maybe my bottle's bad. So I asked in a group, and everyone's like, nope, totally smells like cat pee. But it's a good thing. Like, trust me. After you use it, you're like, I can get over that. And I don't notice that anymore. Now when I smell it, I think of bedtime. I think of climbing into my bed and being so happy because this little guy goes in my diffuser every single night. And at first my husband was like, no, not that one again. Now, totally, every night. Even my little guy put it in the other day. It's so cute. He's 2 years old. He picked it up, put it in the diffuser, started it. And I'm like, I need to hide these oils. He shouldn't be getting into that drawer and doing that. But it was cute that he's seen me do it so many times. So I absolutely love this oil. It's very warm, woodsy aroma, produces a calming environment. Yeah, I mean, this and lavender for in my diffuser at night is just, it's my happy place. Now I want to go to bed.
You're like, not
oh, yeah.
Well, they describe it as a woodsy scent. I don't, like, that's not what I would describe it as. Like, it was not my favorite oil either to begin with. So I think it's good just to tell people, like, you might not like it at first, but that's okay. There are definitely other oils that I don't like, but they work so well that you grow to love them.
Yes.
Because that scent just brings you to, like, it brings you to be like, let's go to bed, let's relax, let's get some sleep. So if you don't love cedarwood at first,
just to use it. Yeah. I mean, and like we spoke about in a previous video where it works on the limbic system and it creates that like sensory memory. Like when you first smell this, well, yeah, that's like your first, like, ugh. But then when you use it and you see the results from how effective and amazing this oil is, when you smell it, your body remembers sensory-wise what it did for you. Just kind of like when you smell something, like the sense of Christmas time, when you smell stuff in the store, even if it's like the smell of, here's a good example for me. When I go to the hardware store, it smells like tires and grease, but I love it because it reminds me of being there with my grandpa. That's a limbic thing. This doesn't smell fabulous, but I love it. And when I smell it, it takes me to my happy place. So at first...
Well, you know what I think it is though too? So when we were at convention, we went to the chemistry of essential oils class, which is amazing. And he talked about the monoterpenes and the sesquiterpenes. And the monoterpenes are like the oils that are really high monoterpenes. We smell them, we're like, I love that oil. But then it disappears really quickly. And the sesquiterpenes are the ones that stick around for a little bit longer. And so cedarwood is really high in sesquiterpenes. So I think it's that really intense scent that we're not used to like smelling that right away. We're used to like the florally really nice scents at first. So I thought that was really interesting. Like that's probably where it comes from, that really strong scent too, and how it can like have that relaxing effect, and how so many people, like if you start to like learn more about oils and ask people what they love, like cedarwood is a top oil that people love, and they just know that it helps relaxation. But I bet it has something to do with how it affects our limbic system with the chemistry of it, in order to just like bring us to that place so quickly and just really have a big effect on our body.
Well, I have a story too. My mom got the kit and it had cedarwood in it and she didn't know what to do with it. So she was diffusing it randomly one day, like just was like, I'm going to put this one in the diffuser just to try it out. And she said she sat down on the couch and started reading and it was like 3 p.m. and she fell asleep. And she woke up and was like, whoa, like I don't nap, like what's going on? Am I sick? And she couldn't figure it out. And then like later on, she had heard somewhere that this one that is really good for just calming and stuff. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what happened. And so now she's a believer. That was actually kind of what she was like, these oils actually are effective. So now she's totally sold. And cedarwood was the gateway converter for her. So yeah. So should we move on to celery seed?
Like a midday nap.
Yeah, we should have.
If I need a midday nap, I'm totally gonna be like, this is gonna get me into like
Zen.
the groove.
Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah.
So moving on to celery seed. Now celery seed is also distilled from the seeds of celery, not from celery itself. It's very calming and relaxing, and it actually supports. There's a vitality version of that supports healthy liver function. So that's wonderful. Anything else that you need to say on that?
It also just supports your just natural detoxification processes.
So I think it would be really good to add in.
Awesome, which your liver does.
I think it would be really good to add in the vitality, a few drops of the vitality into like a green smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Well, and it's in Juva Cleanse. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Juva Cleanse is awesome. I have that one.
I don't have that one
or celery seed.
I don't have that one or celery seed
oil.
So.
I
gotta get that.
I got them both. I had Juva Cleanse is upstairs in my kitchen right now. So. All right, well, that is carrot seed, cedarwood, and celery seed, and we will see you guys in the next video.